Today we're hopping in on when we have customer screw ups, because we just experienced this with a client. An SOS came through, an SOS FaceTime came through at the end of last week, and we just wanted to readdress that customer screw ups are normal. They're part of doing business. I mean, it is what it is, and it doesn't feel good. I'm not saying that it does. No one likes to mess it up, especially in the sales process. But unfortunately, it happens. It just happens. So what happened was this. This particular client is in the service industry, okay? And part of their sales process is that they will take appointments through Messenger on Instagram and Facebook. We've been advising against it, like, that could get lost in the shuffle. You might forget about it. It's not marked new, then you don't go back to it. And, you know, you don't want that customer service to fall short because of missing, you know, a message or not getting it right. So we advised somewhat against it, just saying, listen, maybe you just start to wean people out of that, okay? And, but it fell by the wayside, and this past week, it actually came in to bite him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
this particular client has 5-star reviews all over the place.
Oh, I mean, literally. And they're just 3 years in business, and it's like skyrocketing.
5-star.
Yes,
every
5-star.
Person.
Every person, hands down, they have 5-star. So we get on the call, and they're like, "Oh my God, somebody just gave me a 1-star on Google. What am I gonna do? This is what happened." I'm like, "Whoa. Okay, take a step back. What's going on? So what happened was, long story short, there was an error in the time and day of this person's appointment, and the person showed up a day early, and the owner of the business, thank goodness, was there and was like, oh gosh, went over the top to correct the issue, tried to get this person an appointment for the end of that day. The person, you know, now it magnifies the problem when the customer is not very nice, right? So,
very unhappy.
And no matter what the business owner did, they were just not hearing it, but physically the appointment could be had at that time. So anyway, I said, you're all right. Hindsight's 20/20. We just need to move forward. Let's correct the problem. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's part of the sales system that sort of went bad, but I said, look, if you're really comfortable, first, you know, my first suggestion is, well, I think maybe we shouldn't do it this way. We shouldn't accept those appointments because the flow is too quick. It's fast, and you're not in front of the appointment schedule and putting that in, and if the assistant doesn't get it and whatever. But it is a reality. Booking appointments through Messenger is an absolute reality.
Well, the issue too, more so, is that they're a messenger friend, but at the same time, you got to make sure you get the other information. You have to get their telephone number. You have to confirm it. You have to get their email, some form, in order to communicate with that particular client. So, because you should be confirming, or you know, you just want to make sure you have that information so that if there's a change, that you know that you can contact that client, so that you're not trying to re-message through Messenger.
Well, that was the solution. So basically, we discussed the solution. If you don't want to eliminate the appointments coming through Messenger, we need to curtail the error. So how do we do that? Well, we always confirm those appointments. The business owner always confirms the appointments. Well, she doesn't. The assistant does. So why not make sure that before you even allow the booking to occur via direct message, let's get their phone number or an email. And it's not like, so sometimes, you know, you may have resistance from a customer that will say to you, I don't want that because you're going to market me, you know, whatever. Okay, so reassure them it's for confirmation purposes only. Because had we had that and a confirmation went out, we would have known, that person would have called and been like, no, that's not when my appointment is. And we could have nipped it before the person showed up, right? I mean, that's where you're going with that. You were offering that solution. You gave up the answer.
Well,
Too
I mean, you only have
fast. Too
10 minutes,
fast.
less than 10 minutes
Jeez. Anyway.
Well, do you want me to give another solution?
Go ahead. Go ahead, do it.
Well, in this case, it's going through Messenger, so you should have the autoresponder on anyway, saying that we can't book appointments through Messenger, that here is the telephone number, and please contact so-and-so at a particular time to schedule a regular appointment. Now, for the people that still do message because they don't call, at that point you can still follow up to let them know that you received the message. So it gives you the opportunity to be like, yes, get them out of the practice of trying to make appointments through Messenger, but at the same time, follow up in addition to the autoresponder. So it gives you 2 points at which to make sure that you transition that client over into actually calling the salon, this particular case is a salon, or it's pretty much just communicating.
It's kind of like with stock trades, you know, like when you leave a message for your broker, or you might email the broker, you get an autoresponder, or that message is indicating that they cannot trade, they can't purchase or sell a stock for you by leaving messages and things like that. So I just think that, you know, it's hard though. I mean, the problem here is that you need to also control your system. It's your business. So if you choose not to book through Messenger, that's your choice. But you have to control that. You don't have to be like, sorry, not booking appointments through here, okay? Whatever. No, you just have to be like, thank you so much for, you know, your message. We would love to book your appointment. However, we do not, you know, book appointments or change appointments through Messenger. So please contact the salon at whatever, or provide us your information. We'll contact you, whatever the case may be. So we just want to nip it. We just want to correct it. We don't want to go panic stricken in, because this is the best information a business owner can get is when you screw up. I know it sucks.
Yeah, but
we've done it. I mean, we've done it.
But that definitely brings up the point that you're trying to make, I think, is that you need to contact that client, or even if that particular client didn't give a particular bad review, is that you should be contacting all your clients, especially ones that you haven't seen in a while, or that you've talked to in a while, or people that you've lost. That's the perfect point in time to find out from them what, in essence, that you did wrong in the process, so that you can make those corrections in your sale process entirely. I mean, right now we're kind of like leaning it toward one specific issue, but you know, that's a common...
an accounting process can be bad. Like you send out invoices by mistake. Yep, I've done that in the past. Sabrina has a question. Are you able to have an auto response on Instagram for your business profile? So not yet. I don't believe there is one. I've tried to see that on my end, and I don't believe there's an autoresponder on Instagram. I know Facebook there is, and I know that you know that, but I'm not certain on Instagram. We could certainly, you know, I was looking at that over the past couple of days, and I couldn't find anything actually on that. But yeah, I mean, the customer complaints are going to come either from the service, the product, the sales system, you know, messing up an appointment, or, you know, the accounting system could incorrectly invoice someone, or send it when it's not supposed to go, or not credit a particular account, and then they call you because they get a follow-up invoice, and they're angry and whatever. Like, these things happen. And the best thing to do is just take it all in, obviously apologize, and try to remedy the situation, which, you know, our example, the business owner went above and beyond to remedy it. And there's some people you are just never going to please. And at that point, I give you permission to fire them. It is fine. You have to do that sometimes. It's okay. They're not part of your tribe. Because if they were part of your tribe, they would understand that you are human. And errors are going to happen. And you are working your butt off to correct it for them. Right? But if they're not part of your tribe, it's fine. You're not going to please everyone. But correcting the problem going forward is definitely your job.